Thank you, sir. I think he has given a very long introduction. One short one is, I am an alumni of this college. So, it is my honor and privilege as well. I was sitting here probably 35 years back in 90, waiting for my certificate. Today I see you as reflection of mine after 35 years, and I'm feeling proud of it. Revered Swamiji, Honorable Principal, distinguished faculties, dear parents, well-wishers, alumni, college staff, and most importantly, proud graduates. Namaste, and a warm greetings to all of you. It's indeed an honor and a privilege to stand before you, and also a remarkable occasion to share my experiences. Some of the things which I'm talking to you, going to talk about it is all reflected on my life journey, what I've gone through, from the day I graduated from this college to where I stand it today. So take it as my experiences. I just want to quote that with a little bit on Bhagavad Gita and Swami Vivekananda's statements. And why I want to do this is one thing which is very important, which I always distinguish and differentiate is, this is probably one college that just doesn't give you only knowledge and education, but more importantly, when you get out of this college and start working, the values. The value-driven education, that is what makes us to stand distinguished, different when you go into the employment journey, on your life journey. That's the reason I think it's important for us to take it. Probably 35 years back, probably I wouldn't have understood the value as much as what I see today. And like many of you would have doubted, would have questioned, maybe would have made fun of some of the statements too. But what it taught me when I started my career is, each one is very important. So take it as my experiences, don't take it as the words alone. What is most important thing for all of us is what one Swami Vivekananda said, all power is within you. You can do anything and everything, believe in that. That's a self-belief, and the power of self-confidence and strength is what will carry you for your life. And as a graduates, you may face uncertainties, but always remember, the power to shape your future is in your hand. Nobody else can come up and shape your future. Others can help you, others can give you, reflect on the issues, etc. But it is you who has to take it. And what I really remember is most of us go broad-based. Again, I just want to take Swami Vivekananda's quote. Once said, Ekam sadhyam sadhayet. Take one thing, practice to the core, till the end. Let the brain, body, muscles, nerves, and every part, every thinking, every action that you do, go around on that one thing. Let that be of value not only to you, but to your society and the rest. This is the self-belief and inner strength that will carry you. You will face failures. Some of you would have got offers. Some of you are waiting for the offers. Some of you have got a promotion. Some of you are waiting for the promotions. Every element of it, what will carry you is that self-belief. And that's what Swami Vivekananda ji, every time, every lecture to the youth that they gave, he made that one point. And I want to add to that point that have a self-belief. Along with that, Ekam sadhyam sadhayet. Take one idea. Make that one idea as your life. That's what the New World specialization talks about it. And beyond that. And most important, as a society culture, we always talk about Karma Yoga. Many of us would have heard on the Viveka circle, education circles, or the prayer meetings and other lectures. Whatever you have learned it, the success is not measured by wealth or a titles or a status. But it is getting measured by what you believe in it and what value that you added to others. The true success is not about achieving personal goals, but about working with a sincerity, passion, and a sense of contribution. The sense of contribution will take you a long way. As you grow up, when you become a leader, it is not about you, it is about your followers. If the followers, you benefit the followers, others will start following you, so you will get benefited. I mean, we all learnt about karmanyevadikare. I don't want to extend that as an extension, but the core of it is when you start believing and working for others, things will fall in place to you too. So it is very important for you to have that sense of contribution, whether you work in corporate world, academia, entrepreneurship, social service or a government. Let your work be guided by values, not by rewards. The values that you stand for, the values that benefits others will benefit you. Always remember that will guide you for your future success. To esteemed faculty and mentors, I think your dedication that has shaped them who they are today, that younger minds, instilling the knowledge that is needed and the values, and like a lamp, lighting another, your contribution will continue to shine through them. But as that shine, we need to learn to use it in a positive manner. Your success is not only what you have achieved, it is also the sacrifices of your faculties. So be respectful of that, and you will remember, whether you remember today or not. I can tell you, whenever I walk into the campuses, when I speak to others, I still remember my faculties. I still remember what they taught. Just to give you one narration, I don't know Professor Venkatraman is still there or not. He used to teach us complex analysis. He will have a chalk piece and throw it on us, and he will say, "Kazhigale, engada poparinga ninge? Ippura urupida poringa solvar." That time it would have irritated us. But today, if I stand back and think about it, what he was trying to mean and tell us is that be focused, and that will take you to the places. So like this, you will remember. So I'm just trying to seed that may grow as a plant or a tree to grow, and remember that value. To your parents and families, it is their sacrifices. Unlike the Western world, and education is done by individuals themselves, it is your parents' sacrifices that made you to sit here, and that is going to make you to go forward. So their unwavering support and their sacrifice that they do, I'm sure some of your mothers, sisters, brothers would have made a coffee, tea for you during the exams at night, being awake, whether you did a CA or a ICWA entrance, etc., whatever the courses that you do, they would have done all of it. And they would have encouraged you when your shoulders are dropping. And remember that. And today is much of a celebration as much as yours, your parents too. They also cherish, enjoy. I mean, while I was walking in, I was only thinking about, I was attending a couple of years back my daughter's graduation. The proudness which I saw myself in it, I could be able to see on your parents too who are standing outside. So always remember and be respectful, and also give that space and guidance to them. And most of the time, most of us have a continuous fear and uncertainty. That is something which is core to our life, isn't it? So one of the most important things that we need to do, remember, is always to overcome the fear, the self-doubt, hesitation to carry out anything. And I'm just picking up from one of the stanza from Bhagavad Gita, where it is true leader is one who faces challenges with the courage and faith. When Krishna talks to Arjuna about it, and the first thing that he comes up is that, why are you like this? Stand up, fight it out. That is something that you should have. Remove your fear, remove your uncertainties, because the life is long and it is bound to have things that is not predicted by you. And none of them that we predict happens as we predicted. So how do we come? So if you do that, then you will become successful. As you step into the world, you will face moments of uncertainty, but always remember, every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. The challenge is not a failure in itself. It's an opportunity in disguise, so that if you are able to grab and catch, I can narrate a number of Mahabharata stories, but in the lack of time, I'm just dropping it. But always remember, every uncertainty is an opportunity in disguise. Every failure is a lesson, not a defeat. And think of it, I'm sure all of you would be watching IPL IPL games. And think like, Dhoni facing the ball. I'm sure CSK fans, many of you are CSK fans here. Dhoni facing the ball. There is no certainty how the ball is going to come, but he's determined to hit sixes or maybe entertain all of you, isn't it? So that's why every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Every failure is a lesson, not a defeat. Every obstacle is a test of your inner strength. This is not what I was saying. Again, I've just picked up from Swamiji's lectures for you to talk about it. Every obstacle is a test of your inner strength. And we have gone through it. Some of it we experience and live with it. Some of it maybe I have not lived with it. I have faced the same kind of uncertainties and fear. And I'm trying to say that, okay, what I've learned, you can change it too. So never fear the unknown, but embrace it. What comes into a working life is going to be different from what you have faced in your college or a student life. So always be embrace the unknown. As you embrace the unknown, that becomes known. That's the only way it could change is to embrace the unknown. And most important, graduation is not the end of learning. It is just the beginning. It is, you have to have this lifelong learning approach and attitude. Maybe different aspects that you learn. It's just not on subjects alone. It's behaviors. It's working with them. It's managing families. It's managing kids. Managing your bosses, managing your subordinates, focusing on, delivering actions and so on and so forth. So in fact, if I really go and look at it, it's just not about a career growth alone, even your personal evolution. As a student, as an employee, as a husband, as a father, as a brother, as a, extended family head, you will find new learnings and you will evolve. So be ready for it. The word for that is, for a changing world, is adaptability. What is relevant for you is to be adaptable for a change. Okay, nothing is permanent, so if you're able to adapt it, then it works. And most importantly, one thing which we all learnt in our society, in particular in our way of life, all of it, very interestingly, the stanza that comes from the Bhagavad Gita emphasizes that Yogastha Kurkanmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya Siddhascha Siddhayoho Same Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. You will have successes, you will have failures, you will have anger, you will have weather changes, mood changes, all of them. How do you treat all of them? The most successful people treat it as equanimous. I'm not saying treat it as equal, but treat it as equitably. And what is most important for you is to focus on your emotions. The most successful people manage and control emotions. They show anger when needed. They show happiness when needed. They manage their emotions in day-to-day, everyday basis, in every action. So be focused on it for you to be successful in your career. And the last but not the least is lead with values and integrity. What could take you long term is your integrity. No shortcuts to success. So the world today does not need just skilled professionals. We produce a lot of, colleges produce skilled professionals. One thing which I'm proud of this college, which I will continue to emphasize, is that to create ethical leaders, to create compassionate thinkers, to become a courageous change makers. Again, these statements I'm not making it as mine. Swamiji in his speeches to the youth, each time he spoke about it in different forms and shapes. The three important things for all of us is to be ethical leader, to be compassionate thinker, to be a courageous change makers. And that becomes an important. In other way around, what we call in our life, in our social life, dharma, the righteousness and duty. Dharma consists of two things, the righteousness and duty. And we focus on the righteousness duty. Remember, if you become a business leader, those who are becoming business leaders amongst you, lead with honesty and vision. The businesses requires that. That is going to be the future of this nation and you. If you are going to scientists and innovators, use your knowledge for a greater good. Just not limit to only theoretical knowledge. How do we make it to a greater good? If you are getting into educators and researchers, continue to inspire future generations. Most of us, what we learned, give it back to them, the next generation. So continue to inspire a future generation. If you are becoming social reformers, entrepreneurs, government employees, create opportunities, uplift others, and drive meaningful change. Each one of you can play a very vital role in driving meaningful change. And at the end, integrity and values should be a foundation of your success. A success can't be measured in what you achieve as an outcome. Success has to be measured in what you believe in, what you have achieved. Do you believe in that? And do you follow that? In the long run, it is not about wealth or titles that define greatness, but it depends on the impact that you create and the lives you touch. At the end, I just want to make a statement why I'm saying what I'm saying is look at it. How many of us go and touch the feet of any individual other than that you respect? But we go and touch the feet of the Swamijis. Why? It is because the impact that they're making for others, selfless life that they learn. So that is an impact. That's a value that you create. That is the role of success one could come. So at the end, by conclusion, I just wanted to make a statement. You be a torchbearer of change. Believe in yourself. Work hard with sincerity. Face challenges with courage. Keep learning and growing. And lead with integrity and service. That is going to make you as a valuable, citizen of this nation and a person with the confidence and the purpose that you live with it. To the parent and teachers, once again, thank you for nourishing these bright minds. And with that, once again, congratulations to all of you. May your journey be filled with success, wisdom and fulfillment. Thank you.